What's up, champs? Welcome to Tawanda's Corner. I'm Tawanda, and this is my corner. And this is Africa. Africa's son, Francis the President Ngannou, got the job done. Second attempt at arguably the greatest UFC heavyweight fighter of all time, Stipe Miocic. And second round, left hook. Stipe was down, and we have a new reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion, Francis the President Ngannou. Let's go, baby, let's go. Take Francis, add into that list of African champions, Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman. We got ourselves three, baby. It's a three-peat. Dana White, UFC, you've got to get the UFC to Africa. It's time, man. It is time. Three champions, three-peat. We've got to get you guys down here. We are ready. We're waiting. The fan base is growing. We stay up super late to watch these fights. We're on board. Get the promotion down here, pay-per-view, fight night, whatever you want. In fact, get all three champions on the same card. You will sell it out in seconds. We're ready, man. Let's fucking go. So yeah, pay-per-view is in the books. UFC 260 is in the books. We have a new champion, Francis Ngannou, got the job done. I am happy to say I was wrong when I said he should go in lighter. I really thought the trick was to go in lighter to improve his conditioning. They went in same weight as last time round. Stipe was even lighter, but rather than having him lighter and having him more mobile, they obviously thought the trick was for him to stay calm and more controlled, and that's what he did, finally getting the job done with the second round KO. But man, can I just say, Stipe Miocic can take a punch. How he stayed in that fight after Francis stifled the takedown and threw bombs from the back, I really do not know, but he did, and he continued into the second round, finally obviously getting caught by that left hook. But man, Stipe, worthy champion. Better man would have literally not got up after that first round, after having their takedown stopped and defended. But yeah, we have a new champion, Francis Ngannou. What's next for him? Well, firstly, what's next for Stipe? I don't know. Some people are thinking Stipe will probably walk away now, given he's 38. I don't think Stipe should walk away. In fact, if I was Stipe, as much as I love that Francis is the champion now, as much as I'm Team Francis, if I was in Stipe's corner, I'd be like, let's call for a rematch. Let's call for a rematch. It's 1-1 now. Let's call for a rematch, because I thought Francis was brilliant. I thought it's great that he stayed calm, but one of the things that allowed him to stay calm was because Stipe didn't pressure him too much. I think if Stipe was to come back and pressure him hard, I think, yes, Francis was able to stop the first takedown, but if Stipe quickly disengaged, got out of there, shot again, engaged, shot again, just made Francis wrestle, I think the 263 weight that he was carrying there would have started catching up with him. I think he'd have started getting tired. So I really think that should he get another chance at Francis, I think it definitely is not a given that Francis would win. So if I was Stipe, I would call for a rematch. Call for a rematch, force a rematch. He waited a year for a rematch against DC, you know? So yeah, I would literally call for a rematch. For Francis, I think he'll have to take whatever's there. He's obviously, it's John Jones for now. John Jones is the big money fight. So Francis will probably go for John Jones. Who knows? We'll see in the next few days. But I think if I was Stipe, I would definitely call for a rematch. Nonetheless, whoever it is, whether it's a Stipe rematch, whether it's John Jones, I'm Team Francis all the way. Francis, congratulations again. Super proud of you. Tyron Woodley was also on the card. Oh man, Tyron Woodley, man. Look, before the fight, I was like, it's good news and bad news. I said, good news is that Tyron is getting another chance to fight again after that back-to-back loss to Kamaru, to Gilbert, and to Colby. I said the bad news was he was fighting Vicente Luque, and last night it showed why. Man, Tyron, man, we all thought the trick was to wrestle. He tried to wrestle, and it just didn't work. He tried to hit hard, which is what he knows how to do. It just didn't work. And in the end, he got submitted. I swear to God, I did not see that one coming. Submission. Oh, I did not see that coming. But man, Tyron Woodley, I'm really sad for him. I hope he doesn't get cut. I know it's 4 losses now, but he's not fighting scrubs, man. He's fighting like champions, #1 contenders. And even though Vicente was ranked about 10th, Vicente Luque is a killer, man. So I hope he doesn't get cut. I hope he's given the leeway to decide for himself what he wants to do, and he doesn't get fired. But nonetheless, shame, man. I'm sad for Tyron. I'm sad for him. For Vicente, he called out Nate Diaz. I don't think he'll get that fight. I think Nate will probably be looking for a bigger name, bigger money fight. But nonetheless, good call out. Stylistically, it works. If Nate doesn't bite, which he probably won't, I think Vicente should probably look for a rematch between Thompson and Leon Edwards. He lost to those two. I think stylistically, again, it works for him. If he calls those guys out and they're up for it, Leon is still looking for a fight. I think that would be a good fight. Obviously, no one wants to fight down these days, but somebody's got to fight down. I'd look for him to rematch one of those two, but good win for Vicente Luque, man. Again, so young still, great resume of fights. Future's bright for him. His style, his the people who work with him, people like Burns. I love Vicente Luque. Future's bright for him. Sugar Sean O'Malley was also on the card. Absolute masterclass from Sean O'Malley. Absolute masterclass. You're talking about body shots. You're talking about head shots, kicks, spinning back kicks, uppercuts, you name it, he threw it there. We said he would be looking for a walk-off KO, which he did look for, and almost cost him because then Thomas Almeida got back up. But nonetheless, it was an absolute masterclass. The only thing Thomas Almeida did well was take shots. He took a ton of shots and kept coming. It's literally the only positive for him. Otherwise, he was outclassed in every single department. Sean O'Malley is the real deal. The great thing is the UFC knows that. The great thing is he knows that. The only thing he needs to hope happens with his career is he stays injury free. We know he's got injury issues with his ankles. If he manages to stay injury free, the future is absolutely bright for him. He's a star in the making. He looks the part, acts the part. He's exactly what the UFC want. The bantamweight division is a killer division. What's next for him? I would love to see him against someone like Kyler Phillips. I think stylistically, again, I've used the word stylistically a lot today. Stylistically, they match up. Both flashy in the octagon, both like your stylish kicks, your spinning kicks. I think it would be a great fight for Sean O'Malley. Also someone who's ranked in the top 15. Also for Kyler Phillips. I don't know what happened, but that's one fight I wouldn't mind seeing at all. Failing which, he can always rematch Chito Vera. I mean, he does believe he never lost to Chito, so what better way than to beat him again, to shut all of us up? Not beat him again. Look, I'm buying into the Sugar Sean hype now. I'm buying into the Sugar Sean fairy tale now. Yeah, what better way than to beat him for the first time, not again, but to beat him properly now to shut the rest of us up. So yeah, that was that. Miranda Maverick beat Gillian Robertson. Miranda Maverick looking good there, overcoming some adversity in the second round, but she looked good. She's still really young. You forget she's only 23, 9-2 now, 7-fight win streak. Again, up and away from Miranda Maverick. It'll be nice to see what's in store for her next. And also shout out to Jamie Malaki beating Kama Worthy in the first round with a KO. Good fight that. Otherwise, overall, good pay-per-view. I enjoyed it, but then again, I'm a bit biased. I think even if from Woodley down, all the fights literally sucked. As long as Francis won, even if his fight sucked, as long as he won, I would have thought it was the best pay-per-view of the year so far. Because I'm a little bit biased. Nonetheless, congratulations, Francis. Great win, still hyped. I'm surprised I still have my voice because I was screaming at like 4 a.m. Whilst watching the fights. Great fight all round. Next week, Darren Till is back taking on Marvin Vittori. Nina Ansarov is back as well, taking on Mackenzie Dern. Mike Perry is back taking on Jay Rodriguez. So yeah, good fight. Good fights all around. We'll talk about those fights in the next few days before the fights. But once again, man, congratulations, Francis Ngannou. I cannot say this enough. I'm super psyched. I'm super pumped for him. Dana White, UFC. Let's get a UFC event in Africa, man. Please, if Vince McMahon and WWE can come to Africa so regularly, surely you guys can come down here, man. Please, we're ready. Let's go. But yeah, man, thanks a lot for joining me. As always, latest champs.